Tonight's event was
amazing,
So great.
really inspiring,
It was amazing.
really immaculate,
absolutely incredible.
Phenomenal.
I feel totally uplifted.
really interesting.
It's quite a funny thing.
Really well organised.
Completely inspirational speakers.
I got very emotional today.
Welcome to the Women Empowered event, Bold and Brave.
I've always supported and attended many of WE events over the past few years, and I found the talks very inspiring. So I'm honoured and proud to be here and supporting WE.
It's just amazing to see so many women here and men as well actually supporting this.
Women still don't believe that they are entitled in the way the men believe they're entitled.
It is important that we all stand together to break down those barriers.
And something like this really does show how important women are in our society.
Perseverance and belief in my designing and what I really wanted to do, my real passion, my stubbornness, I suppose, is what's really continued to drive me, despite having so many hard times.
I decided to myself that I couldn't rely on anybody but myself.
It's important that women have a voice in order to show what they can do, because they do such a brilliant job in so many different arenas.
Women together just make up this amazing powerhouse. So you as women, congratulate yourself.
For someone who hasn't been here before, I would say that it's a chance to network with other people who are like-minded.
Networking is absolutely crucial, very important in business, to see other like-minded businesswomen and to share your experiences.
As a business owner, it was important for me to see what other business owners and inspirational people were doing in order to succeed.
2013, I took unpaid leave to open my first shop. I worked 3 jobs to do that.
Just hearing some incredible stories of people who have done it as well, and from people who are doing it.
The connections that you make, the networking is very good.
You know, a lot of the times people think that going to a networking event, even though this isn't entirely a networking, you feel too shy, you know, you can't go out there. But actually you should do, you know, that's how we have become what we have.
It allows people to come out of their shells, people that wouldn't necessarily have access to these speakers or these kinds of events in the workplace or for any other, you know, in their walks of life. And to bring these people together, to give a voice and to understand that women can be empowered is obviously in itself empowering.
You take away experiences, inspiration from other people. So I think, you know, you win both ways, I think.
The speakers that we've got coming today, it will be about the steps that they've taken, overcoming those personal issues in order to succeed just on a day-to-day basis.
It's been a tough day, and as Rena knows, I almost didn't come. I called her about 4 hours ago in tears, and I said, Rena, I've got so much on my plate, I can't come. She said, this is exactly why you need to be here.
Life doesn't give you anything, doesn't throw anything at you, only throws enough pain at you that you can deal with, and I absolutely believe that you do, you become stronger as a result of it.
What you can control, you can, but what you can't, you need to let go. The moment that happened, the moment my healing started.
I'm really touched by all these 3 women, those who spoke about their lives, how well they have come out of their comfort zone and they have given us inspiration.
I suffer some health issues. I end up in hospital and in a wheelchair. But my show's been taken by a huge theatre and it's going to go on in 3 weeks' time, and I have to make that show. And they tell me in the hospital, you're not going to make it, you will not be able to walk. And I'm so determined. I've got this opportunity, you are not screwing it up. Body, you are not letting me down. And I force myself to get out of that wheelchair.
Any kind of tragedy, any kind of problem is not the end of the road. You have to get up out of the bed and see that new sunrise and chase your dreams.
You are the person who's in control of your thoughts, your emotions, and everything that you want to achieve. There are external voices, but your internal voice has to be a lot louder.
Well, I think these events are really important because it gives people confidence in themselves, confidence to achieve. It breaks through so many barriers that are out there.
You have to work on yourself to be a better person, and that's where the confidence comes from.
Sometimes I wish that I was confident earlier, but then I think like everything's timing. Like this was my time. I had to be a really bad lot of things to find out what I was really good at, and there's nothing wrong with that.
What does bold and brave mean to me? It means having a clear focus and a goal and being bold enough to go and achieve it.
To succeed in life, you have to be bold and you have to be brave, otherwise you can't get on, and that's what life is all about.
Until you cut the strings loose,
you're never going to want to thrive. You've always got something to fall back on, and that's your problem. The next day, after 20 years, I just handed in my notice at work. You know, I lost my pensions, my flight privileges, everything. I didn't care. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this.
Bold and brave means being more confident, being able to show how you can be amazing.
For me, at 40, my life has only just begun. The women now, these days, we're high achievers and we believe in ourselves. If you knock me down, make sure it's hard, because I'm going to get up twice as hard and show you who's boss.
Brave means standing up for your convictions, and bold is the courage that goes with it.
I was 10 years old and I was involved in a plane crash. This is how I sustained my burns. I lost my mum, my dad, and my only sibling, my brother.
I can't imagine what it must be like to lose your family when you're so young, but B, to lose them and then to suffer years of humiliation at the hands of bullies.
People staring, people calling me names, people even crossing the road in case they catch something. I remember parents telling their children, please don't stare at the ugly lady. Internally, I was broken. Externally, I was always having this, I call it my fake confidence.
My goodness, if there's anyone that encapsulates brave and bold, it's her.
In the midst of dealing with my loss and the way I looked, 2006, I got diagnosed with renal failure. All this time, I thought I survived a plane crash, but now life actually was about surviving.
Definitely, I'm going to recommend this event to many of my friends now.
I myself, if I had found something like this 3-4 years ago, before I started my business off, I think I would have been on a more firmer foundation and platform.
To see what people have been through, what their aspirations are, to get great advice, to meet people who have succeeding in various aspects of life, and to network, because it really is a really great event.
Oh, you need to attend. You need to be part of something like this.
If you want to feel inspired, feel confident in what you want to do, then I'd definitely advise it to come. Anyone, even men and women.
Each story had an element that I will take away from today.
Everybody has got a different story. It's not everybody's exactly the same.
It's personal. I can't just say this is the journey everyone in my position should take. I hope someone can take inspiration from not knowing what you're doing, or not knowing what it is you're trying to do, but at least you're doing something.
My journey from there has been about determination to not let people define who I am. I'm me.
A lot of the people that come here to speak didn't necessarily have the background that you'd expect of someone successful.
I knew nothing about business, nothing about branding, nothing about marketing. I hadn't even heard the word branding at that time.
What is success? We don't know what success is, but all I know is that you do not earn your success until you've had failure. And trust me, I've had tons of failure.
There's not this end goal with success, because it depends what you want out of it. And I want to be remembered.
You hear real people, real stories, how they started off, and you actually leave here feeling quite motivated.
It was wonderful to be part of this community for the first time.
My first time, but I'll definitely be coming back to some more.
If all the events are like this, then I'm definitely going to be coming back every single time.
Been here before, and I keep coming back for more because I enjoy them so much.
Definitely something that I'd recommend.
They're doing it for the greater good, you know, the community out there, which I think is just so, it's amazing and inspiring actually.
It gives me that drive to carry on with what I'm doing.
Dream big, and there's no age limit to what you want to do. I came to this quite late, and you can do whatever you want, whatever you put your heart to. However, that does involve a damn lot of hard work. It really is hard work. You can't give up.
You have dark days where you feel you're on your own, but when you come to places like this, you realise that everyone has similar days to you, and it helps you pick yourself up and think, right, okay, if they can do it, I can do it as well.
Always look at the glass half full. That's something I carry with me in my heart, which is so true. As long as you have something in that glass, you still have something to survive on.
You'll leave here feeling that there is nothing that you cannot achieve, and that there is everything to be achieved.
Never ever let any tragedy, any problem stop you from living your dreams. And that's what women empowerment is all about. So cheers to womanhood.